Christina. I'm a life coach and psychotherapist. You can find me at coachingwithchristina.com.
My name is Stephen Ingram. I'm a yoga and meditation teacher, and you can find me online at stepheningram.com.
And today we want to share with you the answers to the survey that we put out last week. We got some really juicy questions, and today we want to share with you a little bit about the kinds of questions that we got and answer some of them for you. So basically we got some questions about what is manifesting, what is mindfulness, what are the details of this course that we're talking about, what's it going to be like. And then we got one really awesome question, which was, how do you stay fully present and really feel what you're feeling when it's completely different from what you actually want to manifest? How do you balance that? We also got some questions about how to manifest something when you're in a rut, when you're feeling challenged, or you're feeling torn and conflicted. What are you supposed to do? How do you manifest in that state? So we're going to do our best to answer some of these questions for you today.
So we'll start out by giving the exact definitions of mindfulness and manifesting. So I'll start with the definition of mindfulness. The Merriam-Webster dictionary says that mindfulness is the state of being aware. And of course I'd like to go a little bit more beyond that for you, but I just wanted to give you a general definition. So mindfulness is a non-judgmental state of awareness that we use from moment to moment. So it's just using our consciousness, our awareness, and going throughout our body, noticing our thoughts, noticing our breath, noticing any experience that we're feeling from moment to moment. And I'd also like to answer this in a little bit different of a way than giving you just a definition. So in our daily lives, sometimes we'll notice that people will use the phrase, be mindful of ... It can happen at work, at school, at anywhere. And so what is someone saying when they're saying, be mindful of, pick up the kids, be mindful of, this assignment is due at 5:30, whatever it is. So what is someone saying when they use that phrase? They're saying, pay attention, don't forget. So this is the essence of mindfulness, is that we're paying attention to our experience on a moment-to-moment basis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The definition of manifesting is the process of making something clearly shown or visible. So the way that we're going to be talking about that is the art of intending something to come into being that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, so now that we've answered the definitions, we'd like to just give a little overview of the course structure of this masterclass that we're offering. So the first question is, how will the course be structured? And there will be 4 teleseminar courses over a 1-month period on Saturdays from noon to 1 o'clock. And you have 2 options. You can call in on a phone line, or you can attend online via Skype. And then preceding the courses, there will be recordings emailed to each of you who attend the course. Just in case if you weren't able to attend during the course, you can listen to it at any point. And then each course will be 1 hour long, as I said, from noon to 1 o'clock. And so the first 45 minutes will be us presenting this topic to you, and the last 15 minutes will be Q&A. You asking us questions, and we can clarify things for you. The next question is, will there be a Q&A session? Yes. And will the course be taught by one or both of us? And the course is going to be taught by both of us. Great.
Yeah.
So do you want to get to some of those juicy questions?
Yeah. The most interesting question that we got was, how do you stay focused on what you want to manifest? How do you cultivate that feeling that you're desiring in your life when you're feeling differently? Like if you're feeling anxious or in fear or sad or angry, how do you turn that around into a feeling of bliss or ease? How do you relate those two? And there's so much that I can say about this. We're going to be talking a lot more about this in our course, but for the purpose of today's video, I just want to share a little bit of my ideas about that. First of all, we're talking about mindfulness here, so it's really important to feel into whatever you're feeling. if you're in resistance to something, it's important to really feel into that emotion. We're not teaching law of attraction in such a way that you ignore your feelings, and that you have to lie or always be happy and positive in order to have what you desire in life. I don't believe that's true at all. And the reason for that is because what you resist persists. So if you're resisting an emotion, it's still there, and it's not being dealt with, it's not being worked through. So it actually wreaks more havoc in your life by being in resistance to it, because it's still part of the big picture. That part of you is still a match to things that you don't want. And the easiest way to weed that out is to acknowledge it and work through it and be present with it. And then you can more clearly be creative with what you do want to experience. So that being said, I would advise to be fully present, feel whatever it is you're feeling. And if it feels very raw, if you feel in the moment when you're doing that, that's a good thing. That's a very creative space to be in. Then it's time to start shifting into what you do want to feel. If you're dealing with anxiety, if you're dealing with depression, and there's a story that you have about that, maybe you tend to have certain thoughts that color the world a certain way, it's really important to pay attention to those thoughts and make sure that you're not dwelling in that space too long. In that case, the process is to reframe those thoughts, and that's basically what manifesting is, and that's what we do in psychotherapy. It's cognitive behavioral therapy, a very similar idea.
Great. So as Christina was saying, it's very important to be present, and I'd just like to offer a few words on being present. So the purpose of mindfulness practice is that we are getting in touch with our experience on a moment-to-moment basis. And in other words, we're getting in touch with the truth of the moment. So as we can begin practicing mindfulness in our daily lives and coming back to the truth of the moment, coming back to the truth of whatever is happening now, it is much more easy to align ourselves with the greater truth of our life, those deep desires that we really want and desire to manifest.
That's powerful.
It is. I got chills.
So we got a lot of other questions specifically about what if you want to manifest something that you feel torn about? What if you're having a challenge with the manifesting process, or you feel like you're stuck in a rut? Maybe you're trying to manifest something and it's just not happening. It's taking a long time and you're wondering, when is it going to happen, right? Well, we actually have a really amazing tool that we're going to share with you about that, and we're going to talk a lot about that in the course. It's basically the process of the hero's journey. So stay tuned. We're going to be talking more about that in some upcoming training videos.
Thank you guys for listening. Have an awesome day.